Hi, I'm California Trust Litigation Attorney Scott Grossman. In this video, I'm going to discuss petitions to instruct a California trustee. In this video, I'll be answering the following three questions. First, can I file a petition to instruct the trustee if the trustee won't act? Second, can I file a petition to instruct the trustee if the trustee refuses to account? And third, can I file a petition to instruct the trustee if the trustee won't distribute the estate? Petitions to instruct a trustee are particularly useful where you have a trustee who is lazy, dishonest, or just simply incompetent. You might think of the petition to instruct the trustee as the Swiss Army knife of petitions. Now, I know that sounds a little bit silly, but these really are extremely versatile and can be used in just about any manner when you have a time that you've got to get the trustee to get something done. So let's talk about getting the trustee to act first. You may have a trustee who just sits on their hands and gets nothing done for no discernible reason. Really common example of this is this trust settlor has died, they own their own home, and the home has remained vacant for an extended period of time. So I'm not talking about the usual things that happen after a person has died where there's some need to distribute the tangible items that are in the house, and there may be a need, depending upon the house, to do some number of repairs or even minor improvements to get a house ready for sale. All of that's to be expected. I'm talking about when you're getting 6, 9, 12 months after a person has died and the house is just sitting and there's no plan. It hasn't been rented, the trust does not call for the house to be retained for some extended period of time, and the trust beneficiaries are simply scratching their heads wondering why hasn't the trustee done something to get this house listed and sold. That's where the petition for instructions come in. The petition can be as specific or as broad as it needs to be to get a court order that tells the trustee you must sell the house. The second reason for filing a petition for instructions is to get the trustee to account. Now, under California law, a trustee has a duty to account annually to the beneficiaries of the trust. But just because the law says this has to happen doesn't mean that the trustee has gotten it done. And it is not uncommon in my experience for beneficiaries to give trustees quite a bit of leeway. But when you get out to the second year and the third year of trust administration and there's still no account, and you don't have meaningful financial information so you can understand what it is that's actually being done with the trust property, well, there's no reason to wait any longer. And the way this gets addressed is by filing a petition to instruct the trustee to account. The petition gets filed, it will get heard, and if things are what you say they are, the court will issue an order telling the trustee they must provide an account. The third common reason to use a petition for instructions is to get the trustee to distribute the trust. The goal of every trust ultimately is to distribute the assets to the beneficiaries according to the terms of the trust. Everybody knows that. And yet, it's not at all uncommon for people to find themselves in the position that they are waiting for no discernible reason for their trustee to make the distribution. If that's your situation, then the petition to instruct the trustee to distribute is something that you're going to want to use. There are any number of reasons that trustees don't get this done. Some are in fact thieves and they don't want their dishonesty to be discovered, and they know they simply don't have the assets that they're supposed to in order to make the required distributions. Some trustees are just lazy and they haven't gotten to it. Some are incompetent. They actually don't understand or don't realize they've done everything they're supposed to do, and now they should be distributing the trust property. Well, if any of these situations apply, then file the petition to instruct the trustee to distribute the estate. Now you understand a few of the most common ways a petition for instructions can be used. In the next video, I'm going to discuss preliminary distributions. Just because your trust may not be in a condition that everything can be distributed doesn't mean nothing can be distributed. If you found this video helpful, then please hit the subscribe bell, leave us a comment. We'll be glad to respond if you do, and give us a thumbs up.